morning, everybody. Anthony Morgan Training Academy. Today's about striking patterns. And I say striking patterns. I'm going to basically show and discuss two positions on how we would go through for an attack. Now, off that attack, this is a Cocobolo flat stick, and we've got a dagger. Now, if I'm here and I have this loaded under my arm, okay, this is not a good thing because of the blade. If I pull that like that, I'm going to cut my underside of my arm. And you say, well, that's kind of not real smart. But the thing under pressure, you're not going to be thinking smart. So that's why we have to practice good technique. So I will be here if I have my blade. I'm not going to be up under here the same as I load a regular stick. So my blade is going to be here. Now, if I'm here and I strike here, okay, now I can slash here, okay? I can cut and I can slash. Now, again, I come back to here. That is the slash position. Now, if I'm here, okay, and say I go in for a thrust. Now, as I go in for the thrust, this also thrust, this thrust, and this thrust. So now I can add that with a slash and a thrust. So if I'm here, I can slash and I can thrust. Okay, I can slash and I can thrust. All right, so understanding how to add both these together and when to add both of them together. If I'm in here and somebody moves at me and I go one here and I thrust that, this little slash here may move them out of the way. One, and then the thrust in here is going to get that to keep them away from me. So if I'm here, I go one, I go thrust, I slash, and there's the next thrust. Now you notice how the stick is loaded up under my arm here. Okay, this is going to come to the outside and this is going to go back again. That's working thrust. If I'm just going to work slashes, okay, now my slash can go 1, 2, okay, I can go 1, 2. Now, and then you start adding all of them together. You might go slash, thrust, slash, thrust, slash, backslash, slash, slash, slash. Okay, I may come in for a thrust and something makes me change my mind. I come in for the thrust and I slash out. Okay, I come in, slash, come in for the thrust and I slash out. So doing all these combinations is going to equip you with the tools that's needed, so when that circumstance changes, that I'm not just locked into, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So picking up that line, if the guy's hand comes out and say I go to here, okay, if I fire this one first, okay, now I may take the hand here with the blade. Okay, I may take the head here and stick the knuckle. Okay, if he's throwing a punch, same as if I was to catch it with an elbow here. So anyway, a little bit about loading. Like I said, they're going to be here and not here. Anytime I load a stick, normally it's going to be under my arm here. But me personally, I like my sticks facing more of the opponent than I do back here. Okay, I like them out a little bit further so that I can actually move here. Okay, so anyway, that's a little bit about stick and knife and different positioning on either slash or thrust. Learn how to manipulate your tools. Okay, and that's really important. You may never ever have the opportunity to have a stick like this and a dagger like this. There may be a piece of rebar in the back of your truck. There may be a screwdriver in the back of your truck. It's the same mechanics. Okay, if it's a piece of rebar and it's a screwdriver, it's still going to do the same Same thing. Learn how to manipulate these tools. Okay, it can be a hammer and it can be a crescent wrench. It doesn't matter. It's still gonna be here. So the other thing is, guys, think about what type of person you are. Okay, and what type of person you are is to correct and become the person that you were intended to be. Now, I call it 3 types of people, or 3 types of men, I should say. Okay, you've got the bully, okay, and you've got the coward. Okay, now in between that would be the silent majority, which is where I would be. Because of the martial arts, I'm not always going to be outspoken. I'm not going to always puff my chest up to make me look tougher than I am. I'm not going to be cowarding. If somebody comes up and does something, I'm not going to turn away and cower. So the quiet majority is when we train in the martial arts, it gives us that confidence that I can walk out there and I can go into any place and have that confidence. If 3 guys are standing in front of me, I may lose, but at least I don't lose in my heart that I'm a coward. I have the confidence, and that's what the martial arts training does for us. And I hope that's what it will do for you guys. Learn some martial arts. Get that confidence to where if you're out somewhere and something happens to where you say, I don't really want to get involved. Well, whether we want to get involved or not get involved, that becomes that part of that man that you have to address and say, well, am I needed? Am I needed there? Okay, if somebody's picking on somebody, you need to step in. Okay, so either you're a bully or you're a coward or you're quiet majority. And the quiet majority are always those ones that don't say a whole lot. If somebody's arguing with me, I don't have to argue back with them. Okay, if somebody's pushing me, okay, well, that turns into another situation, but don't have to push them back to say, okay, now I'm equal with you. We are never equal. Training in martial arts, it gives me that confidence to where I could go out here and I could talk to 500 people, okay? It wouldn't affect me. And that's the confidence. Being able to just say, when you see something happening, move up there and take care of it. Say, okay, I can get that. And a lot of times, the cowardice in us stops us from experiencing life. Okay, we don't want to get involved. I don't want to do that. So we run. We constantly run. And being a bully, most bullies are all mouth. They can't defend themselves. They don't hit hard. They don't know how to hit hard. If they knew how to hit hard, they wouldn't be positioning and body posturing. It's like being a martial artist. We learn how to control everything. We learn how to control our heart. We learn how to control our head. We learn how to control our hands, our kicks, everything. So my advice to you guys, get involved in something. Get involved in, it could be wrestling, it could be jiu-jitsu, it could be boxing, but build that confidence, okay? And look for mentors. Mentors are going to help you a lot. And look for guys that are in that quiet majority, that are not puffed up, that are not bragging about what they do. But so anyway, guys, thank you. And you guys have a good day, and I will see you guys tomorrow.